Paulo Campos III, co-founder and CEO of Zalora Philippines. So today we're very excited to announce the result of our synergy discussions with Ayala Malls. We'll be essentially introducing under the theme of a seamless shopping experience or a seamless shopping strategy, how the Filipino customer can seamlessly shop and go from online shopping to offline shopping through our partnership with Ayala Malls. The way we are going to do that is through three particular pillars of the strategy. The first, we call it the 3C's strategy. The first is essentially what we call our comprehensive e-commerce approach, whereby the common brand partners and retailers that we have in common with Ayala Malls, that we kind of invite those Ayala Malls brands and partners to come online with Zalora. We have built over the course of the last 6 years an infrastructure, a nationwide infrastructure that allows us to deliver, across the majority of the country. Currently, about 80% of Zalora's volume is delivered by our in-house delivery fleet. We have, award-winning website and a very smooth and amazing customer experience with a strong customer value propositions around free delivery, around returns, around exchanges. So being able to leverage the Zalora infrastructure to have the traditional brands, offline brands, come online with us is quite powerful. And through the partnership with Ayala Malls, we're able to kind of invite their the merchants and retailers who work or who are stationed in Ayala Malls to come online with us. So that's the first pillar of the strategy. It's around comprehensive e-commerce. The second pillar is around the click and mortar approach. This builds off of many of the groundbreaking innovations we've already done in the market, both in 2015, 2016, we've had a pop-up store in a Metro Manila mall. So here in 2018, we'll be introducing a new format. We're calling it our Click and Connect format. It's essentially an area or a kind of an interactive space whereby customers can talk to a Zalora style specialist or a Zalora customer service person to learn more about the website, to be educated about how online shopping works, to ask any questions they might have. They'll also be able to do the different click and connect functions such as returns, exchanges, order pickup, any of those particular services. So think of it as the Zalora home within the Ayala Mall, and we'll be doing that in 4 of the largest Ayala malls in 2018. In addition, we'll also continue our click and mortar pop-up store format. So we'll have one in 2018 as well. We're very excited to feature a very known international brand that will be the first time it's introduced to Philippine shores in the format of our pop-up store. That'll be in Greenbelt, one of the Ayala malls. So that's the second pillar. It's the click and mortar strategy, click and mortar approach to fusing the online and offline retail worlds. And finally, the last piece is around customer insight and customer information. The idea is to be able to leverage on both sides the information that Zalora would have on our customers, the information that Ayala Malls would have on their customers, whether through their loyalty programs or their Sure Seats database or any of their other kind of communities within Ayala Malls, that we can kind of marry the offline and online experience there as well, and the offline and online insights and at the end of the day, the 3C's, all of that is to give birth to what we're calling a seamless shopping strategy, a seamless shopping experience, whereby shopping online, offline is really seamless and across device, across touch point. So that's something we're very excited to introduce, and it's the reason we brought everyone today. I think in terms of strategic partnership, it's part of a broader partnership with the Ayala group of companies. We recently announced an investment by the Ayala Group, comprised of both Ayala Corporation, alongside Kickstart, a subsidiary of Globe, Ayala Malls, subsidiary of Ayala Land, of course, and BPI. So as part of the kind of broader Ayala Group partnership, of course, it would make sense to focus on particular synergies on the Ayala Mall side. In addition, I think we have the profile of our customer is very similar in some sense. We we're, and the aspirational nature, I think, of both the Ayala Mall that you would go to, and the aspirational nature of Zalora Philippines is somehow fits quite nicely together, hand in glove. So I think, and of course, Ayala Malls is a very respected and market leader in many ways, and thus it's a great benefit and great privilege on the side of Zalora that we get to partner with such an esteemed and renowned institution as Ayala Malls. So I'll differentiate and again today one of the purposes of the briefing today is to introduce what we're calling the click and connect format. So whereas differentiating that from our flagship pop-up store format. So the pop-up store where we do feature merchandise and where you're able to scan the product barcode, the hang tag, and pull up the product on your Zalora app, for example. We'll have one of those in Greenbelt in 2018. What we're introducing in the 4 other Ayala malls is this click and connect format. In that particular format, there would not be any merchandise on site or on in the area. It would be in a high traffic area. Think of it as a customer service area, whereby it will be highly digital, so it will have lots of screens. It'd be very interactive in that sense. There would be devices from which you can browse the website and shop in the click and connect area. There's a Zalora customer service or style specialists who can answer any questions you have. So think of it as a service area whereby our customers can come interact with us, and we're excited to announce that we've just opened one in Glorieta, and we're opening in Alabang Town Center, UP Town Center, and Trinoma in 2018 as well. So it's really this idea of how do we fuse and marry the offline and online experience. And this is somehow the physical manifestation of kind of the service propositions that we're giving to our Zalora customer. So the people would be able to pick up items from the click and connect point. They'd be able to return an item, exchange an item, and kind of shop online, pick up offline. Or shop online inside the click and connect terminal and also pick up there. So the iterations and the permutations of how you'd be able to interact with us, and this idea of a seamless shopping experience, whether you want to shop online, offline, or a bit of both, is a bit of what we're introducing today. Very excited about it. So we have certainly are growing from strength to strength. The growth has, for us, actually been accelerating through the course of 2017. So as such, we will certainly be growing the business strongly in 2018. This includes expanding our logistics network. We're currently in 20 key cities nationwide. We currently deliver close to 80% of Zalora volume by ourselves from a Zalora our in-house logistics fleet. We're now north of 700 riders nationwide who are delivering our orders on any given day. We will be expanding the coverage of the fleet, opening in additional key cities, particularly in Visayas and Mindanao in 2018, as our customers in those particular markets grow further. And we will also be kind of adding kind of our motorcycle fleet, adding to our motorcycle fleet in those key cities as well. We'll also be preparing for our move to a new warehouse in 2019, which will be a much larger facility and will have 4 times the capacity of our current warehouse. And that is a very exciting project that we'd have to plan for, of course, in the course of next year, and as we move in 2019. So certainly going from strength to strength and growing very, very strongly. We think we're very lucky in terms of being very early in the e-commerce landscape in the Philippines, and as such we're able to kind of take advantage of the strong growth we're seeing, that the market is seeing in the Philippines, as I alluded to in the presentation earlier. it means a lot more exciting news and exciting announcements to come from us as we roll out more of this partnership as well. But in general, certainly the Philippines is really at the beginning of what will be a e-commerce tsunami in terms of opportunity, and we're very privileged to be in a well positioned to take advantage of that.